This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Green Bay Packers. Just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Lambeau. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Hurts. They set up the screen to Chubb. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Operating from the gun. Long. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Buying time to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete here.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Long. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd and 2.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
To throw is Long. Throwing on first down. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. From the gun, long. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Browns' drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on that.
Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down to the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
This will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
The ball carrier.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football.
Third and inches.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
Brings up fourth down.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. So on fourth down, Kevin Stefanski trots out the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And it's a wobbler, but he does get it to go as it creeps over the bar. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Long. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, Long. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. And what I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself. And you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Long now. Throwing on 3rd and long. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 37. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. They'll give it to Chubb, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through. That's
rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Long, looking to throw on second down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now long, off play action. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Second down, here's Hurts, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. 63 yards on a punt return score. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
The kick is.
That doesn't wake up the home crowd. I don't know what will. That's a big-time return for a touchdown. And you know how much I love momentum plays.
Yeah, and like you just said, kind of gets this home crowd into it. We'll see how they handle it moving forward. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try
and got his man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Right back to him on first down. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Long. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
By the Browns. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Browns 25, Packers 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Long. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Complete.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Packers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. And he'll find Hall. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. On 1st and 10, Long. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 31 yards. And the Packers get a score closer. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. Back to throw again. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a 1-score game.
18.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down, Cleveland.
A run for Nick Chubb. Fighting him off. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They'll try and choose some clock with Gurley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
4th down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And that is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
It's a turnover on down.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
They'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Packers
back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
The kicker on for the
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field, and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
From the contact. He was covered by Jair Alexander.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for number 16. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Is the distance on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say, let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
Yeah, it's been loud in here so far.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a first throw here in overtime. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A costly mistake here at OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the gun, long. Got a man, and he hits him in. This one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
He's brought down at the.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into